I can tell you that the SRO accreditation process is focused on having policies and procedures to comply with the law. And presumably, if companies have written policies and procedures in place to comply with the law, we're not going to identify a lot of mistakes. I think it would be impossible for anybody to do it perfect 100% of the time. But if you have the policies and procedures in place, there shouldn't be a lot of issues that are identified. I think when Ken was talking specifically this morning about data audits and companies that were doing audits of their call data for do not call compliance, all of the various do not calls, that as they started with that process, the number of issues they ran into with a number potentially having been on a do not call list or a cellular list or something like that, the instances of those decreased. So I think that was more what he was talking about this morning. I will say, though, another point that's been brought up a number of times today is that state and federal regulations have safe harbor provisions in them, and if you go through the SRO accreditation process, you would be presumably meeting those safe harbors because you have written policies and procedures, you're training employees on them, you are then auditing against those processes and procedures and identifying or remediating any type of issue that you would have out there. So that is one of the larger benefits of going through the SRO accreditation process.